Okay, so I got a two-parter here on Queen Elizabeth because her life cannot be talked about in just 3 minutes. It's absolutely fascinating. First of all, she has a very impressive royal lineage. Her dad is King Henry VIII. This is the guy that famously has his 6 wives. Her mom is Anne Boleyn, the second of Henry VIII's 6 wives. Now, at the time, Henry VIII is really banking on a male heir. When Queen Elizabeth is born, he's pretty upset to say the least. In fact, Anne Boleyn is going to be charged of adultery and basically treason against the crown. She's going to be executed. This is going to leave Elizabeth in kind of a conundrum. She's not really in any specific line to ever rule England, though Henry VIII does look after his kids and their education. She's going to be taught by some of the more well-esteemed teachers in England, and there's plenty of accounts that mention how smart she is. She's going to speak 5 languages by the time she's 10. She's going to pick up some later in her life. Catherine Parr, who is Henry VIII's last and final wife, is real instrumental in making sure she really does get the best of education. She'll take courses on public speaking. Now, all of this you have to remember is very, very uncommon for women in the age. Public speaking was not something that women usually would do. Elizabeth II, though she does have apparently the mouth of a sailor, she was known for cursing a ton, is really, really well known for her public speeches. If you fast forward there, she's not guaranteed to be the queen at all. King Henry VIII is going to pass away. His son, Edward, is going to become the king, though he's very sickly. He doesn't last a very long time. The next person that's going to be in charge, or at least the Queen of England, is Mary, Queen of Scots. This is Bloody Mary. You've probably heard the phrase before. Bloody Mary and Elizabeth are 2 different religions. So you have Catholic, you have Protestants, which is what Elizabeth is here. Elizabeth is actually going to be held up in the Tower of London. She's going to be a prisoner. Her life is always in pretty much grave danger until she will eventually become the queen. They're going to interrogate her. They're going to make sure that she's not going to rise up and, have some army and usurp the throne of any sort. So she has to deny this multiple times. She's going to eventually be let into the courts by Mary. She's going to become the queen at 25 when Mary will pass away, thus starting one of the longer reigns in any English monarch history. I'm going to talk about that in a second video on Elizabeth because her life as the queen is just as awesome as her life becoming the queen. So stay tuned, but hopefully at least you learned a little bit about her. For always, love you all.